What's up, Panda dudes? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, got myself another watch. Little off the beaten path watch. I believe it's pronounced Bonvier. It's an Italian brand. The name is actually a variation of the founder's name, which is, I think, Bonvier. And a shout out to those guys. I think it's even maybe a pair of guys, a couple of guys. Their friends started up a watch company. And here is the booklet that comes with the watch. Instructions. Setting out the time. So you get this thing, cool little book, and here's the watch itself, which is what you're interested in seeing. Now I can tell you they aren't expenses. There it is, Bonvier. An Italian company, I'd say Buongiorno. It seems like it's more French, but it's not. And what's cool about this is that this is the minimalist style, that really simplistic, clean, elegant, timeless look. It comes in this box and it's attached here. I guess this part's attached. And then that comes out. And let's see, it's got a little tag here. This is the Classic White watch. And it is pretty classic white. You kind of know I'm into some, simple watches. This is the Movement chrono. I wear this a lot, because you can beat it around. This watch is a little bit smaller, thinner, simpler. It's not a chrono, obviously. It is just shows the time with a ticking seconds hand. Everything is silver, applied markers at the hours. Everything seems to be nice and straight. Painted minute markers and silver leaf hands, little crease right in the middle. You can kind of see it as the light dances off of it, and that really long, slender second hand. And the name obviously printed right on the dial there. So I got this one in white because the watch itself is not that big. It's 40 millimeters across, 40 millimeter diameter, obviously a circular stainless steel case. It's very light. It comes with plenty of plastic, as all watches do when they're new. And I'm going to take this off here. We'll play around with it. And hardened mineral crystal. It's flat. Might be a little hard to see there, but it's flat. There's a little bit of that mineral crystal sound. And I got it in the classic white. They come in blue and a couple other colors, because especially when you have a smaller dial like this, only 40 millimeters, white kind of brightens it up and makes it seem a little bigger. When you go dark, it just gives the illusion of being a little bit smaller. So you choose. Now, this watch band is a fairly heavy padded, genuine leather, presumably Italian leather, supple Italian leather, kind of leather that I drape my naked body in when I'm listening to Italian opera. And it's pretty thick, it's pretty stiff, so you've got a nice piece of robust leather there. That may not be to everyone's style. I know some people really like that supple, soft, thin leather, but seems to fit here just fine. It's actually very much like my Richard Branson Bulova. So if you have that watch, I don't know, it's kind of got this raised padded padded leather band, and then it has the side stitching all the way around. The leather material is pretty smooth, so it has a nice elegant look. No kind of heavy grain or anything like that. And then this steel buckle here with the Bonvier logo etched or sandblasted in there. So pretty nice, and it's really nice polished finished to it. And what I would say too is the buckle, even though it doesn't really look like it and it's not super thick or anything, it feels sturdy. A lot of buckles, if you don't get these huge kind of stainless steel Panerai type of things, don't feel really sturdy, but this one does. So I'm impressed with that. I have a fairly large wrist here, so I don't get a lot of extra strap on this end, but more than enough at my 7-inch wrist. And this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. And the nice thing about a 40 millimeter watch is that this is going to look pretty decent. It's going to look like the right size to a lot of people, especially with a bright dial like this, but it's going to fit under sleeves. And I can't stress enough how important that is in a professional work environment, okay? Because you can, if you're kind of a player, you can wear a big watch and it's always going to be outside of your sleeve and it'll kind of butt up against your cuff and you won't be able to tuck it under. And a lot of people will be like, dude, that guy's showboating, always showing off his watch. But you don't have to worry about it in this. As you can see, lugs kind of angle down. Everything's, nicely finished. The finish and the polishing on the watch is nicely done. I don't see any finish marks. The slight streaking you see there is just from my fingerprints. So don't copy my fingerprints and use them to unlock my iPhone. Polished crown here with a little coin edge. Pull it out once and everything seems to work. Hacking seconds. Now I believe, and I don't know if it'll say this on the back here, it is a Quartz Movement, and I believe this is a Miyota 2032 Quartz Movement, something like that. I've even seen on their website that they list that there can be Swiss movements in some of the watches. I don't know which models that they have that, but presumably that would be a Ronda movement. But it says Quartz Movement here, all stainless steel, water resistant, 3 atmosphere. So just splash resistant, maybe waterproof for a brief immersion. You know, the watch goes into a bathroom sink, or washing your hands and you have water in there and it splashes in the sink or something. Kind of a nice sandblasted finish there. No one's going to really see the back ever, but that actually is kind of raised. It's kind of like a coin in a lot of ways. So kind of nice detail all around. See there, genuine leather. Believe it, because it's right there in print. A couple straps here on the edge. And just really nice. The case here is has a kind of a little bit of a bowl shape, similar to my Arnold & Son Longitude. So it just, like I said, it looks good on the wrist, but when I put it on there, man, it feels good. You don't have any pressure points. You can, the watch can roll a little bit when it's bowled up on the edges like that, and doesn't kind of pinch or dig in onto your skin. So really comfortable watch to wear. If you buy it from their website, I believe that it ships around the world for free. And it's about $100. So you can't go wrong, to be honest, at that kind of price point. So check it out at Bonvier. The website is bonvier.com, or you Google Bonvier watches. But, for 80-ish euros, 90-ish euros, I think you can get a watch with a brand name that nobody's heard of. And if you're like me, I don't know what's wrong with me mentally. I just like wearing watches where people are like, what are you wearing? And I tell them and they don't know what it is. So if you like being off the reservation and being a little bit of a kook, check this out because I dig it. Peter Von Panda with the 40mm Classic White. Out!